Okay, I think we sort of reached the last part of our cooking session. Okay, so these are the food. You remember today is May 5th, 2020. Okay, May 5, 2020. And I think the first video I did for you in this series was when I show you those vegetables, all these things. You remember those kales, the organic kales, the collard green, the mustard green, turnip green, broccoli, the lima beans, the green beans, and the mixed vegetables like with the carrots, string beans, and corns, and the whole 9 yard. You remember that, right? When I first started, I think that was on Sunday. Was that Sunday the third? I think it was Sunday the third, May 3rd, 2020. And as I was telling you, I usually like those things fresh, like the real one. I don't like the bag one. But now COVID-19 is changing everything around. So I bought what I could get. You know what I mean? I usually get my kales fresh, my mustard green, turnip green, collard green, watercress, broccoli, sweet chard, and everything else except the mixed vegetables. Of course, I always get like this, but sometimes I get the real thing and I do them myself, even though I hate cooking. So this is the last part of our cooking session. I mean, look at this. These you remember I told you. Remember yesterday everything was separate. We had the broccoli was by itself. The lima beans was mixed with the green beans, but the kale, the collard greens, the mustard, those are separate. But the mustard green and the turnip green and also some kale were together because we had them from the trio thing. I couldn't get a bunch of them. There were only 3 bags, so they were together. So now this is what I did. You remember I showed you the what do they call that? Oh, this is so funny. I'm so excited for you. The it's right in my head. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Oh my God, the gravy. Who's getting old? Who's getting old now? Yeah, the gravy that I showed you that I was going to marinate those vegetables with. Okay, I mean normally when people used to cook for me, they used to keep them separate. Okay, at the dinner table they would mix them together and then this and that. But if you familiar with cooking, when you cook food and then you have to put it on the table for yourself. By the time you finish, you don't want to eat anymore because you feel so filled. Okay, you feel so filled. you know, if there's such thing, and then il. Okay, you feel so filled. Okay, so you can't eat anymore. So that's why I sort of mix everything together and I apportion them. You see that? Look at that. I apportion them, I appropriate them. Look at the way I apportion them. Look at the way I appropriate them. Okay, I put them by pieces, and this lasts me about a day and a half, sometimes 2 days, depending on my mood. But you're supposed to eat that much vegetable every day, like each of them. But I mean, of course, they're so bulky and stuff. But the way I did the gravy, make him a little bit more edible. I mean, of course, more thing you put on them, the less value they have. Healthily speaking, talking about being edible. I'm edible in this way, meaning more tasteful, taking a little bit of the bulkiness away, a little bit of all those heavy set fiber away, so make them like more friendly, eating friendly for us. Okay, so this is the last part. I mean, look at the textures. These are the covers, by the way. These are the covers. I said before I put the covers on, okay, I'm gonna show you what they look like. You mean to tell me, okay, take a look at this. You mean to tell me this beautiful looking food, okay? This beautiful looking food. Look at this. Look at it. Okay? Look at it. 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 Huh? Look at it. You mean to tell me this beautiful thing, you wanna eat meat rather than eat these? You mean to tell me beef, pork, pig, I'm sorry, pig or pork. Yeah, pork, chicken, eggs. When you eat those things and then they sort of mess up your inside, you can't even go around. If you fart, I can't believe I say fart because usually I'm a nice guy, I don't use those words. But when you fart next to somebody, they want to vomit, they want to throw up, they want to run away. But me, I can, if I want to, I don't do that, but I can go around and farting every day and nobody would even know it because of this beautiful food. They don't have all this garbage on them. You understand? So I don't ever want you guys to be telling me that you prefer meat over this beautiful, look at the textures on these things, man. And there you got broccoli, you got kale, you got collard green, you got mustard green, you got turnip green, you got broccoli, you got string beans, you got lima beans, you got green beans, blah, 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 blah. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And it's not even the end because usually I got more than that. Okay, so now if you want to know why I'm so healthy, okay, why every time I go to my doctor, he always tell me that I'm like a baby. Okay, my systole, which is like the top number of your blood pressure, always like 60, 65, 70, no more than like 75. I mean, the norm is like 80. And then the diastole, which is the bottom number of the blood pressure, is like 115, 110, sometimes 107, and no more than 110. And the norm is like 120. So can you imagine that? So this is, they used to tell me I'm like a baby. Why? Because of those great vegetables and stuff. I mean, I'm not giving you any medical advice or anything, because if you ever really need anything, want to know anything about these, I would rather you talk to some doctor, but not so much your internist, because they don't really know anything about nutrition. They take like maybe half hour in med school about nutrition, and because there's no money, they can't put patent on kale, on broccoli, and apple. So therefore, they don't care about it. But you have to look for great MDs, such as Dr. John McDougall. Oh my God, that guy was the first MD, American MD scientist who first started taking in scientific data that you don't have to take drugs all the time to cure disease. And they give him a hell of a hard time for that. He has to, put a lot of money. They want to take his license away and everything to practice, because a lot of people paying a lot of lobbyist money to make sure that we keep on taking drugs. But Dr. John McDougall was the first American doctor, scientist, MD, who started to take scientific data, and he fought the government and everybody else in between to tell us the truth. There's a bunch of other ones. They got Dr. Cardwell Esselstyn, a cardiologist. I mean, that was it's a big power. There's a bunch of them. Next time I put a little package together for you to tell you who to check out on the internet to teach you how to really eat and then stay healthy. Okay, I'm not making any money from this. I'm home like everybody else during the coronavirus age, the COVID-19, and I'm just doing my part of helping my fellow Americans and even anybody else in the world that see this video. I'm going to put these on YouTube, and I also might put them also on my Facebook page, Twitter, and other places, okay? So I just want to help do my part of this era, okay? Please do me a favor, try. When you remember, there's just several more videos before this. Go check the other one out to see how I put cilantros and parsleys and basil and I don't think I had any dill. I didn't find any dill, D-I-L-L, but I had oregano. I have ground black pepper. I think I even have whole pepper. And there are also a bunch of other stuff, like I have those whole garlic, and I crush them, and then I have the powdered garlic one, and all kind of thing. And also, even though I'm not too crazy about veggie burgers, but I found myself eating some of those Beyond Meat ones. I don't really like those things, because anything synthetic I don't like. But now, as I said, I cook for myself now, so I kind of close my eye to eat certain things, but usually I go a full throttle. on everything has to be cooked, everything has to be pure, nothing animal, not even cheese. Not even cheese, not even egg. I don't deal with any animal food at all. Everything. I think you would consider me to be a healthy vegan. I mean, not so healthy anymore because of the Beyond Meat patties and sausages I've been eating lately to keep me straight up. Because you know, no matter how much of a great vegan that you are, if you feel like those things are too bulky, you can't eat them, and you're not eating, you're going to die. You have to eat. No matter what, you have to eat. Even if you're a vegan, you have to eat. If you can't eat the vegetables because they're too bulky, and then you ended up not eating anything at all, after a while, okay, you're gonna die. So therefore, you have to find a way to stay a whole plant-based thing. Test everything that has no animal product on them, and then until you find something that tastes good enough for you to eat. So you have to eat no matter what. Okay, you have to eat no matter what. And then this is the end of this series on cooking vegetables. Maybe next time I'll probably do something for you on cooking beans, like kidney beans and rice and mashed potato type of thing, or even porridge. I don't know. That's depends on how I feel, because I am in quarantine also like everybody else. I'm not going anywhere. The last time I've been at the gym was March 16, and then I received an email from my gym telling me that's the last day they're gonna shut down. So ever since then I've been home. The only time I went anywhere is when I went grocery shopping. So I also work from home anyway, so it's not really a big deal. But it's also take something on me, because every time I watch the news, I get so upset about what I see. I can't even concentrate on working. Sometimes I force myself to stay away from the news, because every time I watch it, I'm miserable all day long, and looking at those American and other people all over the world, what's going on with them. So sometimes I stay away just to be able to stay sane. So I'm doing my part. Okay, try to eat those things. So when you go to the grocery store, give it a shot. Go little by little. Okay, you don't have to go one day. Okay, you became a whole food type of eater, dieter. It's not gonna work like that. Your subconscious mind won't let it in. So what you can do is you can just create some kind of a bridge going under the radar. You heard of the stealth systems where you can go there undetected. Okay, so what you do, go little by little, little by little, little by little, little by little, until your subconscious mind get used to it, and you keep on sending positive signals, and oh no, this is good, this is good, this is good, until before you know it, you become me. I mean, not as good looking as I am, but as I said before, my sister would have a different answer to that, because she doesn't think I'm good looking at all. She said, well, you got big muscle, big brain, but so you're tall. I'm 6'1". And next time when I am, more presentable, I don't have, when I have shorts on, I have clothes on, then I show my face. Okay, so I haven't been working out for, since March 16. Maybe the big giant muscles probably gone, but, I still have some. It won't take me too long to show you what I look like, okay, Mr. Good Looking, whatever that means. I am out of here. Okay, please promise me you're gonna start eating vegetables. Bye-bye.